Okay, looks like we're going to start another day. Um, First off, I want to thank all the followers we have. We have nobility of 70 now, which is quite nice. I like it. It's growing. We're getting there. I'm still a newbie at all this stuff, but hey, well, I'm having fun doing it, so that's half the battle.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with Creativerse, but we may end up with another show, game later. Um, but for the moment, we're going to go into the Creativerse. I have finished the castle, so we'll go take a look at the castle. Start off with, if anybody has missed it, seeing the castle. So we'll go see what it is, and maybe we'll look at some other things. Okay, so here we go. And oh, which we should update our adventure so people can actually see the finished, well, almost finished version of the castle. It does need a little bit of work yet, but there's the castle. What we need to work on a little bit would be, um, one second, I need to move something. Okay, I needed this on here. Here we go. That's better. Okay, so here's the castle. And what we need to do is we need to make some kind of entrance going to here back over to our little walkways here. Something that makes it easier than having to jump up and down all the time for getting over here. So to start off with, what I want to do is actually let's just make a starting of that. We're gonna dig out some area, um, and actually I'll dig out here. And even though this will add grass, I want to make it a little bit faster, for at least in the beginning. And we're gonna do this way. These paths are 3 wide, and I'll have to do some ramps. So we'll take out this one here. We have a few made of these, so we'll just add those. Now we're getting up to where we need to have either stairs or ramps or something. This one will go one in here so that the stairs are not just total stairs. We get rid of this too, so it evens it out. Um, let's just do that too, so that makes a nice corner piece coming up to. Let's just put a few grass back. Oops, wrong spot. A little bit of grass over here. That corner's fine. Down to there. Um, so we have now to then the straight. It's going to come over to here. And I'm going to have to flatten some of that out. So we'll need a few for that. But we'll get up to this, at least to this level here. And I need to choose what kind of stairs or whatnot for this area right here. So first of all, let's go see what we have inside. We may choose something like this. Let's see what we've got a little bit of. I like using up what I've already got so that I don't have to use more resources. So off we go. And I've got two here that have, like there's a couple stairs there. And these are iron stairs. I don't want to do iron because I know I'm running out of iron. There's a couple different ramps. Let's see what this one has. Bungalow stairs, that won't quite fit. But we have 8 of these and we've used those before. And oh, look at this, bungalow ones, but that won't fit what we're doing. Wood roofs, but there's wooden stairs here. Let's just go with the wooden stairs and see what we can do with that. There's 15 of them, and we could probably make that look pretty cool. Going over to the castle. So basically we want here, and we'll do stairs up. So let's get our stairs on our bar here. And yeah, for that kind of stairs, that doesn't look bad. So whoops, this one is wrong. We can actually hit R, and it will copy here, and here, and then here, and here. And greetings, and how are you doing today?
Ingaliru. Thanks for following.
Oh, my thing actually tells me your name in Gollyru. I do that because I have a hard time with people's names, so that helps me out. And how are you doing today? I'm glad to have the follow as well as have you in the channel. Are you a Creativerse player or one that's trying to find out whether you might like the game? I kind of like to know where people are standing, whether I need to help them a little bit or a lot to understand the game. Okay, so you don't mind, let me know. I'd appreciate it. So here we go. We just did a straight upstairs going to it. We have our little farm over here, which of course we've got a dust devil up there that's hiding. We might have to go get him a little bit. So this makes this looks nice. I'll probably do a little more work over here later, but it's not bad for getting where my area is. So I used all the stairs to come up, and I got the right level. Now these two have always bugged me down here. So in order to get them, I need to go under here and actually give them that so that it doesn't. And here we got the same thing. They never changed to. Oh, I missed and got the wrong one. So let me get these in first. And for this, let me grab it. Now I want to put it in exactly like it was, so I can actually hit highlight on it, hit R, and then when I place it, it places it in the same direction as what I had before. So that made it nice. Let's put a little bit of in here. That's getting close to the edge of the building, but we can put a couple in there. This one's right at the edge, so it really doesn't matter. I don't have any more triangles there. Coming around to this end. Oh, that one's good. And those seem to be good. Do we have any on the other side here? No, we don't. So those seem fine for the moment. That's going to probably go down farther. But now we're going to want to come down to our water area because, well, actually we're going to make a path from here going over here to path and straight out. So we need at least to come up, everything to come up to this level so that we're not having to, we don't want it too steep, so we're going to have to kind of melt it down, but maybe melt it down a little farther in there. But we need a good landing for our front of our castle here. So I'm trying to come up with, oops, can't do it while I'm on top of it. So coming around the side of the building, oops, sometimes it hits in the wrong spot. And so I'm still not quite, I'm cutting it too close to the building. So I need to cut some more out. And like I said, I'm going to have a little plateau here, but somehow I'm going to have to get it to look right once I get down to the shore or whatever it's, oops, called there. Let me jump back up because I'm not going to want to jump all the way there. So I'm going to want to have something down here later too. So, but the biggest thing to start with is I want a walkway. Ran out. Probably going to have to go get another stack here in a minute. I have tons and tons of this grass stuff, which if you've played it before, you will find that you will have a ton. It is not something you're short on if you're pulling blocks at all. There's more of these than there are anything else. So, okay, coming back over. Whew, I hate this having to jump up and down all the time. It's the reason why I like once it's to an area. Okay, this one, let's pull these in. And then down here. So this is, you know, that's not a bad landing area. And look, I think I ran out. Nope, I got another stack. Let's go for the other stack. So here we are coming here. Like I said, I'm going to have to come downward as well. Kind of get some of these that are, oops, so it doesn't, this one's a good wide one that I can space some things down. So it kind of makes less of a drastic hill is basically all I'm doing now. I'm giving it, you know, different. Biggest thing is I want the paths, but I also do not want to have drastic 3 high hills as well either, which is what would end up happening if I don't do what I'm doing now. Oops. See, need to kind of have a handle there. Oh, this one can go so it doesn't hit so high there. And nope, don't need this one. It's the one down over here. So I'm building it little by little. It takes a little bit. And some more in here. So let's see, this part right here needs to have a little bit more too. And okay, coming down, and we'll go one more. So this layer has 2. I can snag off of that one. I ran out, and this time I'm gonna have to run back and get some more. See, this is what I don't want, is having to jump up too much. But and in a minute we'll go get our farm going. Daily we do a farm. and get that farm going so we have stuff. Need to feed animals and stuff, and that's what you use to feed the animals is some of these things. I'm not that good at it yet, and I'm going to take 4 sticks just in case. Throw one of them down here, and we'll just run back over here. So, my auto doors, I keep forgetting I hit F. No, I smack myself in the face. So I really like this coming up here. Over here, we've got a nicer area. I just need to fill in some more down in here so it's not quite drastic. So we'll start from the bottom and work our way upward. And we can do another layer here. Oops, too close. Too close. And then we can come over here. Add a few more down this one, which we can add this way. To add this one some more, which means we can add in here. So we have some room. And then we'll have some more room here, which we can go, oops, all the way down to, we can go down to here, which brings that one down. And then we can bring this one to where, so we basically made it go back to that, except for this spot right here. So let's see if we can kind of come down with a few. And we can get this one. We'll take care of that. And there. We don't have more than one jump anywhere except for right here. So take care of those. Which that one needs a little more. There we go. Basically, we still have the jumping there, but we have our pathway now. So now I want to see how much I can go from here. And that one is here. Now I'm going to want to actually go this way for 2 so that I make that 3. So that I can come in straight. And I knew I was going to have to make some more. So that one is right here. We have all this stuff. Cool. So we're going to come up and here. And some more. And I just, hold on one second. I want to fix this chatterbox thing. It's supposed to just, it's not actually supposed to do, it's not actually supposed to make, it's not supposed to talk. There, that's why it had it on there. Hold on, let me fix this. We don't want to, a lot of people don't want to hear their name being called out, so we're just gonna fix this. Nope, that's the wrong one. That one. Okay. That should be better. Okay, that should be better. So we got that fixed. Anyway, don't want to scare people off, but yet on the same token, I like to know if somebody's there in case I need to chat with them. And there might be certain people that I want to chat with. They like to be known. Now this one, see that cuts in. So here and here, then here, and we're getting, oops, need more here. So I need to cut this one's with the corner here. Let's go out a little bit more with that. There. I feel a little better with that because I like to have the free space there. I want to bring this up. And here. I've been having crazy times with bots lately. So, I've been having to fix my bots because they're not all quite working the way I want them to. And here we go with 9. And I knew we needed more. There we go. Hopefully this is the last we need for a little while because that's all I have. There we go. That's great. Now, we want to have something out here. So let's put some lighting. We need lighting. So right oops, would help if I had the right one. So at night you won't get attacked quite so easily. Let's come over here and see what that looks like. Coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up. Okay, now that looks better because it shines the lights there. Okay, so I'm going to actually take a screenshot. Looks a little better in the front. It's got a walkway. Oops, let's do it higher than that. There we go. So it's getting there. Now I could probably take and put a whole bunch of grassy stuff here and whatever. But since this works over here to go back, that's cool. I like it. So that's a good thing. Come in here, inside. You've got the lighting over here with the vendors. Get the castle coming up. We got big castle. We do need to go get some iron. So, wrong thing here. I have 8 super ones, which is stalagmite level, which is where you find iron if you're lucky. Hopefully we won't waste those 8, but before we do that, we've got to empty out the bags because otherwise it just gets way too much stuff. So that path led me right back down to where I needed to be. This I don't really have a true path yet. One of these days I may. But for right now, let's get rid of some stuff that we have on us. Those go in there. We don't need all the stone on us anymore. Any more stone stuff? Let's go with putting our stone item stuff in here, which we'll come get later when we need it. Actually, when I'm looking for something, I won't find those and those there. The blocks are okay, but not. This one's pretty full. Yeah, so is this one. But we will see how much we can actually fill this up. We may need to use the other one as well. And we're still going. A couple more things if needed. Nope. That seems to be all of them. Let's put the items I have here, here, and we'll put the dirt back because we didn't use it after all. Okay, and mud goes in there too. Regular dirt. I've got a whole thing of just regular dirt. We can put the wood away. I mean, we just, you know, yeah, if you're not organized, it will throw you off. Okay, red cement is in specialties over here. Mossy cobblestones. Let's just put those in there because they're kind of cool. Some shredded leaves. That's good. Dirt again. I missed it. Over here. I'm keeping these guys. One thing I usually have is these, and I don't have a lot, but I have some torches, so we'll just use torches instead for the time being. And put, like I said, put all this stuff away, which means we'll get it out later, but it is what it is. Let's see what we've got for these items over here. These go in another box, but for right now, I'm just gonna shove them in there because it's good. Oop, those don't go in there though. Those are a different kind. Those I put in here. Like I said, I do some strange things as far as this. Later, I plan on having everything have its own spot. Okay, so that's basically cleaned out that I need. Things I'll need is I definitely need some of these or higher. Those are harder to make. These are obsidian and stone slabs. So come back, and the stone slabs are over here. And we need obsidian. We may not have, yeah, we only have one. So we're going to need to make some obsidian. And I know that I have at least some to make. So nope. It wasn't those kind of obsidian. I need to make this kind, because if I look here, it's those. So we need to make it from, we're just going to get this going all over the place. This one here. And there we go. And then we're going to make some down here. If we don't collect it all now, we'll collect it later. But right now, I just need enough to make it, to get us started. So, here we go. Got those. Hello, Lady Kathleen. I stayed after Gio's show to see you on Creativerse. I started my own world, free to play. If it's true that iron is rare, I'm about to start looking for it. Yes, iron can be very rare. You will find more of it in the stalagmite level than the stone level. But you will find, periodically you will get some in the stone, but not very often. So I would, if you're truly looking for iron, like I am going to be doing, the best place is to go the lower part of the stalagmite and maybe even into the fire zone one, but that one you don't always, I don't always find it in there either. So, but yeah, iron is a lot more rare than some of the others, and of course, wouldn't it be that that's one thing that is really needed for a lot of blocks? I mean, that's just the way it is. Um, it, well, there's two things you can do. If you want to collect the 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 stuff that's in the stalagmite layer, you need to have these. Um, it is these ones right here. Excavators. Yes, you need to fight some stuff that's down there too. Um, just try not to get everything gaining on you at once. Kill them one at a time. But you'll need excavators. And for that level, I think you're gonna need. I don't know if you can make super because you don't have iron yet. Um, yeah. I was gonna say I haven't. I just barely got the super. I was using the advanced. Okay, but it does take a lot of diamonds. This one won't take the step out. I tried to use it the other day and it wouldn't. So you have to use at least this one to go on the stalagmite level. I'm thinking is where it was that I used those. Um, but other than that, okay, and I used to use TNT as well, but you can't. It will leave the iron, it'll leave the coal, and it'll leave the obsidian, but it won't leave. Yes, but the TNT ones don't leave the surrounding rocks where the excavators do, and that's when you can use the excavators. It's better than using the TNT. So TNT, when you don't have enough resources to be able to do all that stuff. The other, when you want to collect, because there's still a lot of other stuff that you need that is in there, and you don't want it all destroyed if possible. So, you know, it's like one half dozen of the other. But you tend to, get a feel for it as you go. Can I show you a really neat way to use you use the TNT the same way as you use the excavators, but it's really fun. You actually end up making tunnels. And if you plan it out a little bit, I can show you. Oh, my door. I messed up my door. Well, I didn't mess up the door. I messed up me because it likes to hit me in the face. Um, what I've done is I've got one that's super long. I haven't found it in a couple days because I forgot where I did it. But you see how nice and neat this is? Now this is an upper level one. I have a lower level ones too. That's using TNT to blast through. Now when you blast through one, and then there'll be these holes left over right here. And these holes, yes, I did that with TNT. That's all TNT. But what I did is when on the end, okay, let me come down to the end of this one. There's another one here too. But if I come to the end and I turned instead of going straight, because of some things. Hello. There. Okay. If you come to the end, let me get this guy too, before he's hitting on me. Okay. I'm trying to find a good spot to show you. If I had just used TNT in the middle of this section, the wall would look like that minus the light. And then I would put the next TNT in where that light is. In this light, I would put the TNT in the light, back off, and that's how this tunnel's formed. I kept putting it in the hole that it made on the wall, all the way down. Now I'm going to do an excavator sort of the same way, except the excavator doesn't leave that hole in the wall. So you have to count it out, kind of thing. But I'm going down to get some iron too, so I'm going to go down to one of my other levels. And maybe I'll find where I dug that hole and have a... This one might be it. Ugh, ouch. Oh, look at this one. See, this is the same thing. I did this with TNT. I went all the way down, and I think I found my tunnel. I have one that's like super long. There's quite a ways, and then going that way, there's quite a ways. I don't have a lot of lights in here. Oh, that's my main one, so it would go this way. I got my other pets down here too.
Honey,
Yes, dear.
did you want to make some of your famous spaghetti tonight for me with the bread?
Sure, we can do spaghetti tonight.
Who cooked last night? What did you cook?
We did hot dogs last night.
Oh, could you make spaghetti and bread tonight?
Yes.
Thank you.
So, sorry for that. The hubby we like to discuss who's cooking what. So this is where I was when I was looking for iron before. And I would just knock out sections till I finally got to where I want to be. I'm going to knock out some sections here, but not using TNT. I'm going to use these other extractors that I have. And you notice how far this one's going. It's like forever. This is my big long... I should put a teleporter down here so I can find it easy again. But see, I've got more down here. It keeps going. Does that radar have a range of about 15 blocks? That I don't know. Maybe. That's about what it is. I never really noticed. Let's see. Let's see when it... Is it's... Yeah, I guess it does. Kind of lets you know in case something's behind something. So... But if you're on a peaceful world, it wouldn't make any difference. I'm not, of course, not in a peaceful world. But, like I said, I have mined the you-know-what out of this. And I'm still going down. Oh! Yes, some of these like to hide in these little holes. There we go. And I'm still going down. Now, if you look on my map, my town was way over here, and I'm way over underneath here. I'm still going. Seems like pretty far, 15, 20 blocks. It isn't easy to figure out where the radar stuff is hiding. I think the radar stuff is for mobs, but on the radar above. But I haven't really, been paying attention to it, so I really don't know. See, like there, so it read that thing that went, and there, look, see, suddenly there's a couple of them. They're coming in from another section now, and they're coming in a row. Oh no, I don't like it when you do that. And we'll take you guys out too. And we'll just take all three of you. Okay, so now I'm finally getting into the end, and the reason why they're in there is because it's a little dark. Okay, but as you notice, there's that center block, and that's where it would be breaking into the next level. When I got down to here, I started going inside there, so I didn't do it. So I'm going to try putting this one in here. Now you notice the red on that, actually, if you hit R, oops, I have to be on my glove, but you hit R while you're on it and hold R, you can actually turn it. Yes, I saw you. I was ignoring you. Okay, so now you can see where it isn't as big as what the TNT does. But the difference is I should be able to get the items if this one will take this out. And if it's a blue series of circles, it's usually an ore of some kind. Really? By following the radar, and it tells you. I'm going to have to test that theory out. Okay, now that you've told me that. Nice thing about this, I don't have to stand back either. And it gives me the bags. Oh, water's coming in. Water's coming in. But look, I have iron. So, it wasn't a bad deal. Wasn't a bad deal, even though I got water in here. But I can plug up the water. And so get it my extractor out. And I'll take the rest of it too. I always try to take it all. Okay. Come on. See, that's the difference between the TNT and the excavators, is that you actually get... Oh, come on. I know I'm in an area. Oh, I get some healing in there. You get, the excavators just give you the extra, and they're square. Because if you notice, this square is not as big as that area over there. So this makes a square tunnel. But you also have to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and take out that. So when you do the next level, you'll set it in there. And you have to deal with these guys. Because I'm down where they're being down here. Okay, those things are, and they're all annoying when you're down here, because you're always trying to do something else, and it's like, get off my land, get off my area. But right now, see, those are coming in from that little hole over there. Otherwise, there wouldn't be quite so many. And stun ones are great, especially if you don't have the armor or the weapons. And the thing is, you don't want to damage your armor and weapons anyway. Oh, the little wormy guy. Yeah, because he spits fire. He's a real pain. Okay. Oh, there's gonna be some behind this thing. Yep, there's another one. So, let's get that one. And can I get past this one? Yes. So that one's done. Oh, no, these are done. Yeah. I'm gonna test your theory on the radar thing, and see if I can do that. I have like 6 or 8 of the warm worms as pets. The only thing I hate about them is I can't pick them up and take them with me, they don't follow you. They're one of the pets that wherever you find it, you have to tame it right there and leave it there. So if you ever wanted to do the feeding and the rest of it, it's a real pain. You know, so because you can't have them in your house, or you have to make a house that will conducive to them being there. Yeah, well, it may not be exact, but if it's at least, somewhat close to the area, when you're exploding it out, it won't make a difference. So we're gonna try another. I just like going in tunnels too. And so I'm taking this whole area out. Let's see if we can flood it. Well, I didn't flood it, but there's a hole up there. It means it breaks into something there, and there's some more. Pick up those. Pick up these. And since the other thing you notice I don't have it's water, but I'm sitting inside the water and I'm not having to breathe. That's because it's the mineral water. Mineral water you can't die in. Well, you could die if they hit you enough, but you can't die from the water itself. So there's 2 more. And obviously there's nothing around it. So we're going to take our tunnel even farther. Hell, I might even hit the end of the earth. So usually with these extractors, I'm doing squares. So I usually count from the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, take it out, and it's the middle one that I take out, and that's when I put those in. Turn it so it gets the complete thing, and off I go again. And you found some mineral water in the oases and the canyons. Yeah, you do know that you can pick it up later and make infinite water supply at your own base. I have a few of those. They're always quite fun. Like I said, I like using these so that I can actually pick. They're worth it. I don't use this material as much, but you never know when I will. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't get anything good out of that one, so that was kind of waste, especially since it's a super. But I will make more later. And this one here, I'll take that. 3 bags this time. And just some coal. So I'll just take that. Look what I got up here. So I'm doing pretty lucky on this as far as getting iron. I mean, because that's actually pretty lucky for what I've been getting in iron so far. Out of 4 of them, 3 of them had iron in it. Not too bad. Yep, I used it as a water vader to swim down to the lava. Yes, and what makes it nice for making it as a water vader is that you won't die in it. Or at least not for going up and down, but things can kill you. Yes, or you can fall out of it and land smack somewhere. But so, did you say you have the free to play version? You didn't buy the pro yet? You didn't stay down there very long. Yeah, some of those trog things and stuff are a little bit much to stay down there a long time. When you're new, it's harder, but when you've done, once you get to a certain level where you're getting lots of stuff, it's not as hard. Um, and some of it even seems a little too easy, but that's when you start wanting to build stuff and make cool things. And oh, this one had all kinds of extras. I like looking around the edges of those, make sure there's nothing else, but I didn't do that this time. Okay. um Yep, I have severe nerve damage and waiting for my disability decisions. I can't buy it yet. Oh, yeah. Well, there's not really what I would call a ton of difference, but one of the big differences is like down here, you notice there's a fair amount of lighting. Well, that's because of this. Otherwise, I would have to put um, the torches down. Now, putting the torches down is a good idea, and me not putting them down, I've messed myself up with getting attacked. So, having torches down here is a good idea. But I like that I have the flashlight, and I don't really have to have the torches. The torches will just tell me I've been there, and sometimes keep some of the junky guys from bothering me. Yes, that's a pro version, is the flashlight. The other thing is these, which you've probably seen, the glider one. You only use torches for stairs. Well, you can just put them on the wall and guide your way and stuff. Now, the flashlight, it's kind of cool. If you look at my character, you see that little square that's right at her face? That is her flashlight. That is the pro item flashlight. Because if I take it off, I have to go out of that before I can take it off. You probably can't even see me now if I do. Yeah. See, it's gone now that my lighting is off. And if I go back and put it on, it's back again. I would like this game to be in third person the whole time, but that's my preference. And it doesn't, so, just deal with it. But I'm getting a good amount of, I'd get more of that if I had the bigger extractor thing, but I don't. And that's the fourth one. I got 4 more I can do. So let's see how lucky we'll get. It's like a gamble. Ah, look, it's got some more. Oh, got 2 sets this time. I like it. I like it. I also like taking these because you can eat those. You can get healthy. You can feed them to the pets. So I like taking those extra too. Now, granted, those will come out normally. But look, more iron. But I will go around it and make sure there's none in the back. Okay, just these. And let's get those. And those ones are on the roof, so I will need to place some of this down so I can get up to the roof. Oh, there they are. Oh, and I want to make sure there's nothing around them. So, another one there and there, and there doesn't seem to be anything around them. So, yeah, knows it. So that's not too bad. Okay, glowing mushrooms are used to make the iron power cell. Also, glowing mushrooms, if you look at them here, consumed regenerate health over time. So any of the mushrooms, which that's the reason why these brown mushrooms are always in my #1. So when I don't want to use up the health potions and I just need a little bit of health going, I just hit #1 and go on. So I always keep mushrooms in #1 unless something's wrong. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And while those are working, I'm going to do another one. So you do know about the R and the turn, hold and turn. Hold R and turn, right? Oh, yeah. Use the brown ones. You got brown, okay. Oops. Hit the wrong key. You got brown ones and you got these red ones. The red ones, they're all over the place. You can use the red ones in that. Yes, they massively heal without a cooldown. Hold R and turn. Now watch. Okay? If you want this one to turn, I wanted it facing another direction. Well, actually, let's show you something that actually turns better. Here we go. I'm going to place this here. Okay? And if I hit R, you see the symbol changes? But you have to hold R down, and I can actually turn it around. Now, granted, there's only certain ways it can sit. I want him, but I think I want him as pet this time. Wrong thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to trap him in here. No, he's going to run. He's going to run, and he's going to bring him, and he's going to disappear into the other thing. So, no, that didn't work out too good. Unless I can trap him on the other side. Those ones are good pets for getting arc stones. And here we go. I'm going to lose where I'm at. I hope not. Hold on. I'm trying to catch him. Oh, a gold one. A gold one. Oh. That's the first gold one I've ever seen. Hold on. I'm getting you. I want the gold one. I want the gold one. I'm probably going to get hit here in a minute. Hold on. Come on. I'll just use health potions if I need to. That's the first gold one. First gold one. I gotta get him. Oh, I didn't get him. Yes, I've seen silver ones. These are very rare. This is a gold one. hopefully I can survive. Well, it's not hitting me too bad. Oh, keep holding because I missed the last time and I'm waiting. Okay, I gotta go catch him. Follow, yes. Yes, and that thing that was attacking me, where'd it go? I don't know where it went, but something was attacking me. There's another one. That's this one here is the silver one. I guess there's a silver, a regular. Oh, look what I found while I was over here. I found some. Yes, the silver got away. He's down there. There's a noise here. But I'm going to, real quick. I don't have any left. Hold on, let me make a couple. Put those down there. And then I'll go back to showing you what I was showing you here in a minute. I'm taking the coal. Because even if I don't pick it up now and I miss it, I will get it later. Where'd that guy go? There's a bad guy over there. He's over here. I have a couple of these. A couple of these guys. Oops. Something's beating on me. The only time you have to really worry about stuff beating on you is when, like this, you're getting a bunch of them. Your armor gets destroyed, everything gets... And these guys turn you around. See, they're damaging my stuff. And there's several of them. And as they turn you around, you have to keep turning back around to hit them, or otherwise you're not even hitting them. Yeah, just a minute, just a minute. Okay, there was 4 of them. Okay, that was 4 of them. Yes, they're annoying too. Okay, let's see if we can get him to sit long enough for me to tame him. Okay, he's gonna take us off somewhere else, which is gonna be more of a pain. Oh, if you can get him like this to where they don't really see you, which he did. I'm not going too far because I got too much over here. I don't want to lose where I was at. And I can get lost real easy. So I'm going back. I'm happily got my golden kippa. He's rare. So, got the golden kippa. I'm happy. Oh, tar. And get these 2 almost done. That one is. That one is. And go back through here, I think. I gotta find my way back where I was real quick. This is where I have issues. So once I hit in this cave area, come on. Building. I haven't found coral to be used for anything yet that I know of. But it sure makes pretty on a building accents, so that's always a good thing. You always need something for accents once in a while. The hole that I came down through was where? Where was the hole I came through? when I got distracted. Oh dear. I'm looking for it. Like I said, I get lost down here, and then I can't find my way back. Is it over here? There's coral. See, this is where not having lights is a disadvantage. There was coal right back there. And I think this is not where I was. And there's more coral. Where'd my guy go? Okay, he's there. I know I found the keeper right in this area to start with. Where? Yeah, I know. I know it's very hard. Well, you know, and I have right now a lousy sense of direction. But this is the area where I first found the keeper because I went back and got the 2 irons. But I also know that the little hole is not very big that I'm looking for. Guess what? We may have found it. Except there's coral here. I'm going to take the coral. And back over through here. Maybe. This is tar. No, that's back in. We didn't pass the tar when we get through. So, more, that's a stone layer. Come up here. I don't remember these guys. And they're mad at me, so they're not my pets. And then we have good items that you need later. At one time you had over 200 gas lanterns, sticking them everywhere. They stopped mobs from finding and lighting up the more. Yeah. Yes. I used to always use the gas ones. I like the gas ones much better on the lanterns. That was just, they're so much easier. Might as well get him while we're at it. Come on, let's find our way out. Okay. We got a water source over here. Let's take some more coral while we're at it. Sooner or later I'll work my way back. I mean, it'll just take me a few. Oh, well, guess what we're going to take while we're here? We're going to wait. Oh, not that. Because that's what we're hunting, is that. So, looks like I need to wait on that for a minute. Yes, I could do that, but what fun would that be? Oh, look, I'm finding an iron while I'm down here. It's crazy. Confusing. Makes you feel like a pain. It just. But really, I am going to have to do that. I was thinking of doing that. Then I found the iron and I wanted to wait. Because that's what ultimately I'm looking for. So might as well steal it. I am so happy I got a golden keeper. I'm going to have to go and tell everybody that I know that I got a golden keeper like they did. They just recently got one and was telling, I got one, I got one. Now I can go, I got one, I got one. Kind of crazy. Yeah. But they are one of the rare ones, the golden ones. We've seen silver. I think all of the ones I've got now say silver, but I'm going to have to go look because they were showing how some are more silver in color than others. So I'll have to go up and check. But I want to wait on that because if I decide to teleport out, I'll never find this place again. So I'm waiting on it. What else is in the area right here? I thought I saw some mushrooms, which I did, but they're up there. And Keepa needed a bath. That's what it is. Okay, are these done yet? Almost. Brought a beacon. Oh, yeah. I could have set the beacon down, at least found, well, the beacon somewhat you can find where your way back. But I didn't expect to go anywhere either. And I left some of that on the ground, so I want to go, you know, one of those high-end ones, so I can go back the same way I went in, but I thought I'd be a explorer and see if I can find it first. That's up in the air, so up in rock level. We'll take these while we're at it. And oh, look what I found, some more. Like I said, that's what I'm looking for. So ultimately looking for it. So I want to go ahead and get it while I can. Because I need quite a bit of iron for what I've been doing. And something I'm planning on doing. So let me get up to it. Oops, can't get up there with just one level. There we go. And actually, there we go. And get over there. Yeah. If I ever get lost while exploring, I would always have a beacon with me. Better safe than sorry. As long as you keep finding ore. Yes, as long as I keep finding ore, I'm keep wandering around. I know. But it, you know, like I said, the point of it is to find. And I know the hole that I went through was a little one. So little holes can be hidden. I was kind of hoping to see natural, you know, the natural light that I had, because I put down one near the beginning of the hole that I went through. So I was hoping to find that torch area, but apparently you can't see it from the other side. So that makes it harder. And let's put one there, and I'm go up, up. I'm going to go up, maybe. Going to go up here, and then why am I not going up there? Oh, that's because things are in my way. Okay, there I am. These are almost done. Yeah, I keep wandering because I keep finding. Well, it took me so long to make the castle, I forgot what I had done down here. So, you know, I gotten to the point doing all this stuff that used to it. I broke in. This has been actually a natural cavern. This is not stuff I've dug out. So that's a natural one. Come on, iron. Come on, iron. But it is funny. The more I wander around, the more I find. The more I find, the more I wander around. Vicious circle. The castle that I built for the last week, no blueprint whatsoever. Um, Now the original base that I made, I did a castle base, and then I stuck the tower blueprint on top of it. And I've made tons and tons of other blueprints. I haven't made them all yet, but I do plan on, in the long run, actually making every single one of them. And hopefully before too much longer, because they're going to probably be putting some more blueprints out, and I will have to be ready for making those. So let's look here. Nope, not here. Oh, I'll take another one of those. I'm looking for a place to come out. I'm not seeing. That looks more like natural cavern. There was an opening over here. Okay, it's the only reason why I don't like to teleport is I don't like to teleport when I have a pet. Especially if you have like 2 pets. They sometimes will not teleport with you. So it makes it, you know, kind of bad. Now, what is this up here? What is this? Is that area up there? Obviously, well, that's coal. I'm not going to worry about the coal right now. Okay. I'll take this. I like those too. Those you need for a couple things. A couple recipes. Ah! Ouch! Oh, guess what? No, I thought I had it there. Right now I'm in the water. That's a big water area. It's a huge water area. Yeah, yeah. The more and more I'm seeing, the more and more I think I'm just wandering. But if you have 2 pets, sometimes this one won't go with you. I've lost a couple pets that way. So, you know, and that's not always so fun. Oops, guess what I'm going to have to do? Oh, well, this is a good find. I've found more than... Oh, this one's got 3. That's a good find. So... Well, we may get there. Have you seen some of my creations that I've actually got in this world? You know, you can go on an adventure one, and it's a copy of my world, so you can actually see this, you know, like the castle up close and personal kind of thing. Let me show you what we were doing before while we wait for this. Let me show you the R thing. Okay, I'm going to take here and I'm going to put down the slab. If you hit R and it basically gives you what is called, I call replicate or rotate. Because if you hold R while you're on it and use your mouse key, you can actually rotate. And rotate it any way you want. But say I want this block here to be the one I'm going to place there, that'd be exactly the same as that. As long as I'm on the R key on that block, I can, and on my hotbar, I can actually do it and it'll go exactly the same way, not the default way. To show that again, I'm actually going to go take the R off, and that's the default. But I want to move this, and then I want to make another one right there. So you see, building is much easier when you can do that. It makes it so much easier, because when you're doing a wall of one direction, they all become that direction. So, you know, like making roofs that you have to turn things, you don't have to turn each block, and you don't have to have blocks setting a certain way. You can actually, you know, you can do the turn. Okay, now since I have the golden keeper, that's the reason why I'm being a little afraid to actually just teleport out. I'm afraid he might not teleport with me. So I was hoping to find the entrance of where I came in. I'm going to just do a little more looking before I actually, oops. Oh, go away, guy. You too, go away, go away. Oh my lord, what do you got? Number 3. Okay, gonna go kind of up and around. Jeez, they're just a pain, you know what? Well, you know, water came through on the other, through the wall, so it has to be around water. That guy, I don't want to be near that guy. Where does bag go? Under the keeper. Okay. I do remember being in this spot before. If you have started dark, eventually you'll find your way out using them and keeping you straight. Yeah, because I think I've been in this area before. Good idea. We'll drop a few, so at least I know I've been there. Okay, good idea. Let's go through the water and see if There's maybe a way up here. I'm at least up farther. Yeah, it fell. Hey, I remember this thing too. You gotta watch when they do that. When they do that, you can back off and it not hurt you, but I didn't back off fast enough. So I still got hit by it. And I'm told you have to watch where you put these next to that. No. I don't want to get hit by that. Okay. It's not in here. That's my other light. What happens if I put them near each other? Well, the tar burns. I could start a big fire. So you don't want to put that near. Now, you can actually freeze the tar. Oh, look, that's a man-made. That looks like a man-made. Maybe. Looks like man-made? No, it's not. Tar, if you freeze it, turns into coal. And coal, if you firebomb it, turns into diamonds. So, up. Guess what I'm going for? There's 3 of them there. Okay, hold on. Here. Tar, once you find it, you'll probably find lots of it, but tar's not exactly easy to find the first time. But you can get yourself a ton of diamonds by finding a tar pit. You can actually move tar just like water, and you can take it back to your base and make it infinite. I've got a couple, which I can show you. But what I was saying with adventures, you could actually visit my world and check out a few things I've got on it by going to my adventure. The adventure I've got is basically a hide and seek, and all you have to do is find one check mark. But basically, I made that so people can take the teleporter back to the base and go explore. And a lot of times they go explore for a while, then they go back to the temples and find the one check mark so they can complete it and have the picture. So, you know, it is what it is. Now I'm going to need to take a break for just a minute. Nature's calling. So I'll be right back, and I'm going to put some screenshots on for just a minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. And these should be, oops, these should be done. Cool. Okay. And yeah, this looks a little man-made in here. So I may be very close to the area that I was. Of course. Are you fighting? You're not gonna forget. Is he mad at me? Oh. Oh, oh, oh. He's mad at me. Come on. Oh, and how is it that all of a sudden we get two of them? I mean, there was just one, now there's two. I better watch it because my sword's going to pieces. Where'd the other one go? I lost a bag somewhere. Okay, he was not my pet, obviously. Because he was fighting me. There's the other one. Sometimes getting down in... What? Asexual. Yeah! Something like that. They definitely are replicating here. Whoa! Jumped up too high. There. Finally could get that one. Get that one. And that one. Okay, so coming out of the water, sometimes you kind of like fly. If I don't go find this too soon, this hole in the wall that I was talking about before, I will try risking my Keepa and teleporting. And I've come right back to where, obviously this whole area down here is not where my Keepa is. Or where my thing is. Okay, Keepa, come here. We're gonna get on the flat land. Come on over here, Keepa. Okay, you gonna teleport with me, Keepa? Crossing my fingers. Crossing my fingers. Come on, Keepa. Keepa, stay with me. Keepa, where'd you go, Keepa? Did you stay with me, Keepa? Come on, Keepa. I hear it, I think. I think I hear it. I think I've kept it. Yay! We kept Keepa. Come on, Keepa. Okay, we're gonna go take you. Come on, up here. We're gonna go up here. Come on, Keepa, up here a little more. I have one Keepa over here. He's gonna, but I have another few over at the other place. Now this one is called just a Keepa. Okay, so you got, hey, come and follow, because we're gonna take you both down to where the other Keepas are. Come over here. Come on, Keepas. And so that means, see, there are two different colors here. So I have a silver one. I have some regular ones. Oh, and you know, you can just knock them around too. So that's a Keepa, that's a Keepa. But that's a silver Keepa. But we have a gold Keepa now. to go with the rest of them. So, here, stay. And you, stay. Okay, there's our keeper, our group of keepers. One with a hat. I have one of each of those. Yay! Yay! I can go tell everybody I got a gold keeper. He's one of the rarer ones, is the gold, from what I've got. Have you ever seen a thing? There's a thing. There's the thing. He's in corruption. He's a corruption guy. He's a thing. Takes 1 full minute of being beat on to tame him. Now, what I was going to show you, takes a minute to tame him. Here is my infinite area. Okay? I made this quite a while back. Here's my infinite water. If I take this water right here, it'll replace every time. Okay, so it'll constant. As long as I don't take these back here, this one, I can just keep taking water. And then, of course, with the mineral water, I can do the same thing. And then I've got bog water. This is all for cooking. And then you got corruption water. Now, that's a reason for using this here, because these do not turn into corruption. Actually, I don't think water turns into corruption, or else it's hitting that wall. It would have turned that into corruption. So obviously water isn't one of them. I think it's stone. And there's my molasses. I don't know. Have you found molasses yet? There's molasses infinite. I just take the bottom ones. There's one of my tars. This is infinite tar. And then there's infinite lava if I take just the front one. And this one I had to build up with these. And then I had to put a whole bunch of lights up here because things are spawning in the back. Right, just leave the sources and then that makes it. You have about 5. Well, you can take those 5 and take one of them and make like 2 or 3 by holding it, making it fall over some. Now the thing with infinites, okay? The reason why those 2 are different than these 2 only flow downward. They don't spread that much. You can sometimes get them to do it, but mostly they're straight down. Where these ones here will go down and out one. Yes. Nope, they're not just monster drops. There is molasses that will spawn. Or at least, I think so. Or I made the molasses in infinite from the spawn. I'm trying to think if I actually found molasses somewhere, or if I got them just from the spawn. I may have got them just from the spawn. But let me show you my pride and joy of tar things. It's called a tarinator. And if you go over here, there's this great big old block here, which, as you can see, it's flowing down the tar right now. If I hit I need to actually hit that for a minute. But it is flowing tar like crazy, right? Well, if I go up here, I can actually make it stop flowing. That's this machinery up in here, and the sensor. The sensor has an area that when I walk into it, it stops it. And there's that little ramp right here. The little one right here. If I stand on it and hit that when the tar's down, if I can aim and hit this, it will turn the whole block into coal. And you have to have a freeze bomb for that. You take a freeze bomb, hit it in the center, it'll turn the whole thing to coal. And then you dig out to the center where this block is, and you hit it again with the firebomb, and then this whole area is diamonds. And it's called the Tornator. I didn't invent it, somebody else did it. They showed me the wiring and how to do the wiring in their video, and I can't find the video anymore. So instead of trying to direct people to a video where I don't know where it is, this is how you would actually get to go find up close and personal to see the wiring and everything. You would exit out of my world. You would go to adventures, hit search, do Lady Kathleen, and it ends up being the first one, Lady Kathleen hide and seek. It may not be the first one on everybody's, but on mine it is. Okay, so you're looking for Lady Kathleen's hide and seek, and you want to play it. Now, like I said, you're not going to look for the checkpoint, because the checkpoint, once you do that, it bounces you back out. Of course, you can go right back in, so you can do it first and then do the other. So it doesn't matter either way. But if you go in there and come on, there it goes. Okay, if you go in, first thing you want to do is there's this chest here. I'm going to go take all the items that are in here. Okay. Each person that comes into the world can take the items, so it duplicates them. And then you want to take this is the building. Then you take this little one over to this building, and there's a teleporter in it. And it goes back to the base. No, because the adventure is a copy of my world, not my world. So you can't take, that chest. If I go back to my world right now, I took that out of the chest. If I go back to the world right now, that chest is still sitting there with all those items in it. Okay, so you don't need to have a password. You can have a public one and do an adventure. The adventure is a copy. It copies your whole world. So, like, in a little bit, I'm going to go and recopy my world, because you saw how far I got with the castle. Before I show you the wiring, let me show you why it's a copy. I have not republished the adventure for a while. My castle was done. The whole center section was done. It's missing right now in this world because I haven't updated it. I haven't told it, okay, redo it and update what I had. Now when you're making the adventure, you make it in your world. Okay? But when you publish it, it publishes a copy. So you never have to worry about people taking your stuff. You can leave all your boxes open for everybody, or if you just don't want them to know what you have, you can leave it closed. But in the adventure, you can come over here and hit the reset, and you can close off, go back up here and make it stop, do all that stuff. But then I gave, in that box, I gave a wiring. So now you can come down here and find out where all the wiring goes. You can, highlight on whatever piece of equipment you're looking at, and it tells you what it is, all that stuff. So if you want to make a duplicate of this, there it is. There's the wiring. You don't have to take screenshots and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's a lot easier than screenshots. I mean, I could take a screenshot, and then everybody's going to ask me, well, they may not have seen that, but here you can see it. You can see exactly where everything goes. So now that I did that, I'm just going to leave the adventure because I've already done the check mark thing. And I'm going to go back in my world. Okay? And I'm going to show you that chest will still be there with the stuff in it. And I'll go update it, and then I'll make the castle. Well, we'll look at the castle first. You saw there was no top to that castle. I'll show you what it looks like in my world. Yes, yes, that's the way. I'm on the stream. Somebody goes, but I want to come see it. I want to go. You know, they want to run around the castle. They want to get a feel for it. They want to copy it. Um, they want identical stuff, you know, but how better than that than be able to come up in the real one or the other one. See, there's the part that was missing out of the other one. It's not in that one yet because I haven't published it. But since I've gotten so far on the castle, and it looks pretty darn cool if you haven't seen it. Inside, we've got the huge castle. It's not a blueprint. But my blueprint will be in my adventure. And I can make my adventure a little better by making the adventure go, you know, like directly to certain spots. But I have my teleporter area, which actually I need to move my one teleporter up because nobody knows to go upstairs unless they've been in the stream. If they've been in the stream, they'll know that you need to go up the stairs and go to this room to go back to where there the temples. So if I go back out to the temples, but that's where you can play a solo game, but yet you could share it, and you can have multiple adventures. From what I'm been told, you can have multiple adventures in the same world, or the same, you know, from this. So if I come out here, now they said the fighting of the monsters didn't work and all that stuff. So actually and they couldn't do some stuff, but a lot of that is because of where I've got the stuff hidden. So F, there's my setting. If I republish now, it will do that. But see, here's the chest. It's still full. It's still got the stuff in it. So here, now I need to find out, let's see, what did I give them? I disabled digging, so that makes it kind of hard because I didn't want them thinking they had to tear down the temple just to find it. But I guess it doesn't matter because it's not my world. So if they want to tear up the one that they're looking at, I suppose they could. So I can actually edit these settings. Oh, actually, some of these settings are pro. That's these. But they were saying, disable spawning. This creatures were spawning, but they weren't fighting. So that is not something that is on mine. Because, obviously, there's nothing on there to say, you know, I didn't do peaceful creatures, so combat difficulty, it even says. Maybe this disabled spawning was part of it. We'll keep it like that and we'll check it out. Okay, so I saved that part and I want to republish so that now, if you want to go look at that castle, you can see it in its entirety. The whole thing is done. And that's what I'm planning on doing is every time I finish either a blueprint or an original, going in and updating that one. Can you use visiting your own adventures to duplicate items? No. Because you can't carry items from one world to another world, no matter what world it is. whether it's yours or your friend's world. You can only carry the recipes that you've learned, or they can be restricted from you depending on what the settings are when somebody built the world. So there is no way to duplicate. So no cheating. Maybe in time they'll let us, do stuff like that, take things to other people's world. But right now, whatever is on your world, that's all you get. What's on your world. You can't bring from another world. So it is what it is. So that's kind of where we sit with that. You like my trogs? They both had hats. Is he trying to say he's hungry? Yes, he's hungry. Oh, he's got something for me. A troghorn. Of course now you want to be washed. Of course you do. Of course you want to be washed. And I love this. The arms up. Taking a bath, taking a shower. Nope, he wants fed, and he'll want fed later. Ah, I do that every time. Okay, there's Mr. Thingy again, and my campfire crew. You know he's gonna get got. Now my sword is gonna go. Oh, I need to go back to where I was. I almost totally forgot. Okay, here we go. And of course, I had a hard time finding the long tunnel, but I think I remember where that was. I think I remember. So let's go back to where my stuff was. So I'm just gonna run past you. And we're gonna run. See if he follows us. He won't follow us for long. So one thing is, you can outrun everything. See? He quits following. Okay, so it was there. And then it was here. And I think it was here. Or maybe not. No. It wasn't that way. It wasn't that way. It was. No. I'm gonna have to fight these guys. Was it this way? I think it was. Maybe? Maybe or maybe not. Maybe I'm getting lost again. Need my light. My flashlight. Oh, two of you. Just wait. Oh, this is back in still in stone. I don't want to be in stone. And oh, there's two of you. Hey, look. I'm back in stone and hey, I needed to be back here anyway because I found some that I missed the other day. Those are from the other day. Oh, is there more behind that? There is. Nope, there is not. Let's attack these guys. Yes, it looked like the walls. I need to find the right walls. Finding the right walls will make a difference. Because see, this has got too much stone in it. But I found this, so oh, that little guy found me. Sooner or later, they seem to find you. What's this? There's tar behind there. No, that's water. And look, there's lights and a... Okay, remember, we're just going across. Nice little chest there. And I'm going back across. And you know what? What's a tree doing down here? And where'd my entrance go? Do you believe this? I said I was just going across. Where's my entrance? My entrance is... That's why I wasn't finding my entrance. It is so hard to see it. It's way up here. There it is. That is why I couldn't find it before. I walked right past it. And we'll take that. Oh, one more. Okay. So this is where I was with my stone. That's why you gaslight it for everything but stairs. Yeah, I know. Because it's so much of a pain to find anything. Okay, now I need to go back up here. Yeah, but when you're just using rocks and stuff to climb around, you have a tendency to not find anything either. Oh, not you again. Come on. Let's run through. This is a stone layer still. I want to go down farther, down farther. So there, go back, go here. No, that's stone at the bottom. Yeah, but let's just get rid of you guys. You guys can just stay down there. Go back over here. Oh, come on. Again with the not finding my way around. Yep, I think I found something. I can get up there. Come on. There we go. We're back. This time we are back, but we're probably bringing these guys with us. Okay. I guess if you must die, you must die. They just must die. Okay, now this is still stone here. But look. This is it. I bet you it's it. Picking. Because there's lights. Look, there's the long tunnel. Yay! We found the long tunnel again. I think this is a long tunnel. Nope, it's kind of a short tunnel. This must be the long tunnel. I know, I see you. I'm running past you. And I'm running past you too. And there's a rock. This is the long tunnel. Finally found the long tunnel. I need signs. That's what somebody told me before. I actually need signs to get around here. The problem is I finally find my way around and then I forget to do the signs. So I need signs. Signs to get me all the way back to where I was. Before the keeper got me. It's taking an awful long time to get back to my my explosives. Oh yeah, you try that trick with me and I'll just kick your butt. Oh, okay. I normally don't say things. Look, see, there it is. There it is. Did good. Yay. Yeah, well, you know, if I did the signs down here truthfully, I'd be going like, okay, well, take a left here to go to here, and then I'd go, well, what's here? And you know, I'd always be going to the wrong one. There's this one. Oh, there was more underneath this. We will take them. And the ones that were up above. I knew I had some stuff down here. But see, that's the one other thing to show. You notice we were all over the place. We were even out of the world and everything. So you don't have to worry about these things. Will never go away. Those are permanent, like, you know, the walls to the castle. So if you do wander off, you don't have to worry about them despawning. Okay, so that's one wonderful thing. They will stay. And we got some more. More stuff. More stuff, but not more iron. Of course, I've collected quite a bit while we've been down here. We're gonna, oh, wait a minute. Look in the corner there. I missed it. So let's see. Anything behind it? Nope. So we're going to take a center. 1, 2, 3. And the other thing is, if you use TNT, sometimes you'll blow these things up. So you have to watch it. Where if you are, oh, I don't have any more. I don't have any more. I'm going to go back up. I'm not going to do this. Oh, I'm going to do this last one just to clear it out. TNT, I think, blows some of them up. So I lost a few, which when they've got the stuff in it, it actually gets rid of it. So that's no fun. Let's see if this one does it. No, see, it leaves them. Oh, and look. Look, there's 3 more and I don't have any on me. So I know I can come down. And I've only got 1 more of these, so let's do 1 more. And we can come pick this other stuff up. Yeah, right. Just what I needed. We can go pick this other stuff up. We can pick this up later. So 1, 2, 3. Take that one. And use our last one here. R. And rotate. And F. And yeah, just got a couple more down in here. So if I can find this place again, I did pretty good. Found it twice today. Oh, my inventory is full. My inventory is full. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. But I can still pick up that. And like I said, there's 1 more down there. What do we got? Oh, we got a lot of this and a lot of that and a lot of nothing I really want to get rid of. I never want to get rid of anything. So, wait a minute. There was a stack of 1 of something. This one. So I could leave that there so that I can pick up a couple of things around so I can see this later when I come back in. I'll see. Oh, there's a piece there. No. Take these. Since I'm here, obviously I can see those. can I pick up this now? Yes. So then I can pick up those. So I basically picked up everything except for the iron I'm going to come back later for. Another thing is sometimes I take a teleporter, and I have the teleporter at least not far from where I'm at, but I've taken the teleporter out and I don't have one with me now, which I could actually go up because I have an empty place for a teleporter that I could go the, you know, the long tunnel one. So that's an idea, you know. But for now, I have to go back and sort out. Sort out and get rid of stuff. And waiting. And here we go. And to put things away, these little shelves, you notice they have the stuff on top. Well, they actually tell you what's in it. And I have a grandson that plays, and he can't read too good yet, you know. So it. Oops, that was mold. That wasn't the other. Um, he can't read that great yet, so it makes it a lot easier for him because he doesn't have to read it. He can look at the little blocks on top and know what it is that he needs put in there, or you know, he's at least got a kind of an idea that way. So it makes it kind of good for him. And those and those, and I've got quite a few. I had 2 stacks. That's a good amount right there. Stone. I'm gonna put those in there. Those in there. Stone, limestone, and bedrock. I'm gonna keep these because I'm gonna put those in the machines. Oh, I have these ones down at the bottom. I forgot to put those away. That one's getting pretty full. Mushrooms go elsewhere in, what was it that I had? Let's see, what is, oh, this one. More of those. Come over here, I have those. I'll probably need to pull out all this stuff later, but you know, it's easier to sort out if you don't have all the gunganya. It's easier to figure out what you gotta have for things if they're not all spread out. Now there's a couple of these that go into a different box. Those all go in that one. Go into a different box. They have their own because I have so much of it. I haven't. Have you found anything for this stuff? I don't even remember what, you know. It says used to craft, but I don't know what it makes it. Why I have so much of it. These I don't either. I've seen a couple things with bones in it. And I know there's stuff with this and this one.
Chew.
But those first 3, I'm like, I keep collecting them and I don't have anything to make with them. You know, let's, you know, I guess I could wiki it a little bit. So basically, oh, one more thing over there. Those trog things are good for some of the higher armor. So since I needed iron, guess what we're gonna throw in? Just let it go. And then I'll probably be taking a break after I get the forges all going. I probably should have more forges. And then I have this one over here for extras as I need them. And that goes over here. And we're good for right now. Kind of got an empty thing here. That goes in there. And of course my food goes in the other room. In the kitchen. So I know where it is. So I've got all kinds of food stuff, flowers and whatnot. Okay. Well, I had super extractor in the other. I could have gotten one of those ones, but I didn't need it right away. So I'm going to take a break. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you come back and play with me, get some ideas, do some fun stuff, figure things out. But I should be back later tonight, if not earlier. We'll see. I usually do show up after supper every day. But I do about 2 hours in the morning and then about 2 hours at night. So, anytime. If you have any questions, you can always, leave me a message too if you need some help. And I've got another world too. If I need to show it to you firsthand, not streaming it, I can actually show it to you. I've got a world that I'll share with people, kind of thing. It's an empty world right now, but I haven't decided whether I'm going to use it for the stream or not. And now I'm making too many things in here, or I don't want to go to that one. So it is what it is. And I shall see you later, I hope. Bye.